I want to talk about this today because I feel really badly when someone wants to get away from the person that is mistreating them and they just feel stuck. And I don't ever tell you guys to leave, but I also want to talk about the fact that I want to acknowledge that moving forward away from your narcissist, it's not easy. I want to acknowledge that. I am here to acknowledge that. I'm not going to tell you, leave, it'll all get better, you'll find your truth, it'll be sunshine eventually, and blah, blah, blah. All those things are true, but I'm not saying that because I know it's hard. We're in it. There's a lot of back and forth. And I won't trick you and tell you differently that it's not hard. It's hard to leave and have that exit stick the landing, right? A few weeks ago, couple, whatever, we talked about what is your moment to finally leave. Well, there's a lot after that. There's some back and forth. And I get it. I do. And I'm just here to tell you, you're not alone. I know it's tough. The thought of it, the pursuit of the exit, the getting through it. And there are a whole gamut of reasons that people stay. Each one of those reasons being important enough to that person to make them stay. That's why I never tell anyone to leave. Who's to judge what reason is important enough for you? It might be that you have kids, you have a business, you don't have anywhere to go, you're broke, you don't work, and blah, blah, blah. These are all valid reasons. Or in your heart, you still love this person, you tell yourself, which that's where I challenge you to get out a whiteboard and write the truth of that person down. We talked about that last week or this week, or I'm confused. Recently. I feel like, okay, having said all of that disclaimer stuff, I'd also like to say that if you are teetering or you have just left, you are on a road now. You are. And I'll be right here with you, for you. I highly recommend binge watching videos in here just so you know what to expect. There's a lot coming down the pike. We've talked about it for over 2 years. And today, because so it's too much. But today I'd like to point, I want you to know what you're expected to feel, how you might go through things. But today I'd like to just point out, so as to help avoid the shock for you, this is like the opposite of a pep talk. I don't want you to think it magically gets better when you leave. You'll be dealing with residual feelings and habits and hoovers and back and forths, and it will seem impossible. That is my point today. We've all thought it was impossible. This was 3 years ago, just 2 years ago. Do I look like someone? I thought it was impossible. Many of you thought it was impossible. Many, many warriors in this audience, this illustrious community that we've built. God, I love us. Many of you lasted years, 30, 40, 20 years, 10. Okay? So to me, there are reasons people stay. Whatever the reason is, and I don't judge it to be important enough to make you stay or not. That is a very personal thing. Your priority might not be mine. We're different people. And the fact that you're not alone, the reason that that's important is because you might think, I can't do it, but you don't understand. I can't do this. Oh, I mean it. We've all felt that way. Do I look like someone that didn't get through it? Don't I seem like a happy person to you? I'm way through it. Education and empowerment. Every single one of us on this channel has gone through this because we grew organically on purpose. Remember the beginnings? I told you that. I didn't share it everywhere with the world, right? That's why it's been slow growth. Every single person that's joined is someone that's gone through this, that just found the channel organically. Yet we're all here, And many of us have left the narcissist, and we're here and we're flourishing. This channel's over 2 years old. There's been many people that have been with me over those 2 years, and I've seen their growth, and I've seen their progress. And new people come in all the time, and I'm seeing them going through something, and you guys are generous, and you share with me, and I private coach some of you. So I see and hear, I have my finger on the pulse of what's going on, and I will never shut up about this disorder because I don't want people going through the pain that it causes. And I don't want you to feel so despondent because you feel like there's no way out. Reaching out to us, watching videos, and you might say, well, education, all right, that can't hurt. But no. The education leads to empowerment because it lets you know it's nothing you did. It's nothing you could have done. It's nothing you could have done more. This is their disorder. It has not, like people say, well, why? I didn't do anything. We were happy. He loved me yesterday, right? So doesn't that sound like someone that's not a healthy person? It has nothing to do with you. But moving forward can still be tough, and I know that because your heart loved them. Look up cognitive dissonance, videos on that, and trauma bonding also. I know there's a lot of videos to scroll through, but I've talked about both those things. That's another reason you can't leave. Addiction is another one to them. I've made a couple of videos on that. You guys, I don't, more than one, but I mean more than a couple, but I don't want you to sit in the depths of despair because you're afraid to try to leave. I'm so careful not to tell people to leave because I don't want to misguide someone, right? Because it's their life. It could lead to violence for that person. Like, I don't know anyone's situation. But I don't want you sitting in despair, and I think it's worth it to pay that proper mind also. I don't want you sitting in despair thinking there's no way out, even with all of the reasons you've stayed. But your heart and mind will catch up to each other. You might be at a point, cognitive dissonance, where you know stuff going on isn't right, but you can't leave because your heart's okay. At some point, those will merge and you will see clearly. And it might be a while once you leave them that you have to work through these things. And I am available for private coaching. Everyone knows that. It's on my community tab. But there's many of us, we left, we did it, we survived, we flourished, we're blossoming. Don't be afraid, and please don't get too concerned with how impossible it feels. I know it does, and I'm sorry about that. But just look at this channel, read the comments, watch the videos, and read there's recovery all in our audience, and they've all felt it was impossible. I almost cried. Don't think it's impossible. Oh my God, I'm so sensitive. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good weekend. Please go ahead and hit sub, like, and share, and I will see you Monday.